I'd like to reflect on the moral evaluation of in vitro fertilisation. The Vatican's instruction that addressed the morality of IVF of 1987, Donum Vitae, first pointed out that this procedure inevitably led to the creation of many embryos, some of which were frozen and or discarded. The instruction saw this as an argument for IVF's immorality, based not on what is intrinsic to it, but rather on what seems to be inevitably associated with it. The document then gave reasons based on the procedure itself for its moral evaluation, and I will address two of these. The first is grounded in the meaning of sexual intercourse that arises in the context of marriage, understood as the relationship of a man and a woman who've committed themselves to share the whole of their lives in a relationship orientated towards the begetting and nurturing of children. Sexual intercourse has the meaning clarified by this vision of marriage, namely, it has a unitive and a procreative meaning. Its meaning is to express and deepen the unique self-giving of husband and wife, and that's its unitive meaning. And it's also orientated, directed to bringing about the existence of a new person, which is its procreative meaning. We can note too that these meanings are linked, for intercourse as a unitive act is apt, orientated to procreation. IVF, however, requires the separation of these two meanings. For with IVF, a new human being comes into existence in a laboratory and not through the intercourse of husband and wife. And therein, according to the Vatican document's argument, lies its immorality, for it separates the unitive and procreative meanings of marital intercourse. The document's second argument, which in a way really is a development of the first one, can be seen as developing the first, for it clarifies the immorality of separating the two meanings. With IVF, a child comes into existence as the end product of a laboratory procedure. That's the means of the child coming to be. Because of the means adopted by the parents in order to conceive their child, the child at conception is treated as if it were a product. And that's to treat the child in a way that's not appropriate to treat a person. Finally, what Donum Vitae associated with IVF, the bringing into existence of innumerable embryos and so on, as well as being a powerful argument for the immorality of the procedure, also backs up the conclusion based on what is intrinsic to IVF as a process, that the human embryo at its beginning is necessarily treated by it as if it were a product, and so offends the dignity of the person.